Hey guys, Gamer of Gamers in the house, and welcome to another episode of Touhou 7 Perfect Cherry Blossom. So it has actually been quite a while since I last recorded, mainly for a few reasons. One, I've been looking into a few scholarships for college, as well as getting very addicted to some Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I recently got it, and oh boy is it addicting. Yeah, I didn't really see it necessary recording for YouTube, because, you know, what the kind of game it is, it's just a game I like playing on my free time, and oh boy, does it consume a lot of my free time, because it is that addicting. Though, if you guys are interested in, like, maybe seeing me rage out trying to play the game in Master Mode, let me know in the comments if you think that would be a good idea, but we're not going to focus on any sort of Breath of the Wild if you're interested or not. We're going to focus on some Touhou. So, last time I attempted to take on normal mode with the Dream Sign Rapid Fire type. However, I'm going to make a change of plans. That's what we've been doing previously, but one of you guys in the comments recommended the idea that I try playing the game on hard mode, and as well as some of you saying that I'm nowhere near ready for hard mode. I should be comfortable with dealing with normal mode perfectly fine before trying to take on hard mode. So I could definitely look towards hard mode, so I made a plan. What I'm going to do is, I've already gotten the good ending with the Spirit Sign Pursuit type. I'm going to try getting the good ending with the first different sort of shot type for every character. And then what I'm going to do is, for the second shot type, I'll take on hard mode. So we're not going to do the Dream Sign Rapid Fire type for normal mode anymore. We're going to focus on the first shot types for each character for normal mode. And then for the second shot type, I'll go ahead and take on hard mode. Give that a shot. That's going to be my plan. Because by the time I complete 3 different shot types on normal mode, that'll be about at the point to where I should be comfortable in normal mode, to where I should be willing to take on hard mode. So, let's get into the first shot type with Maricia. We haven't played as Maricia in a while. And she's probably my least favorite to control, just because of the fact that she has a ridiculously large hitbox. Fatty. So yeah. Also, you guys have been giving me some interesting pieces of lore that apparently is something that you would not normally be able to get your hands on unless you go deeply searching through the files of this game. But there's actually some lore that's been given that I would never have found out if it weren't for you guys in the comments. But apparently, the game does not directly tell you who is sealed within the Seigu Ayakashi. The one who is sealed in the Seigu Ayakashi is actually like the Yuyuko herself, like her body. Apparently, she doesn't know this in the form she is now, but apparently she had given up her physical form because the Seigu Ayakashi is like, you know, an evil tree of doom, and to prevent it from causing, you know, some sort of calamity, she sealed her own body within the tree, and she does not know that it's her own vessel that she sealed within the tree to keep the tree sealed shut. According to you guys, you know it's true because you got it from some sort of like wiki source. Which, when I hear the words wiki, it doesn't sound very trustable, because from what I've learned from my schools, Wikipedia, not a very trustable source for information, because a lot of their information can be inaccurate sometimes. So don't trust Wikipedia, but there are some wiki sources for Touhou related that are actually trustable according to you guys. Also, another thing you guys pointed out that'll make things a lot easier for me to be able to focus on hitting the boss without having to look up is that there's actually the word enemy on the bottom of this screen, on the bottom of the window. Only problem is that it's even harder to look at than the actual boss itself. Because keep in mind that I'm playing this on short screen because I'm playing this on a Windows 10 computer. And I'm not sure if it has the same effect as the 6 game, but from what I've seen when I tried playing the 6 game on Windows 10 on full screen, I could not get let's just say I could not get very far. Because it could not run, for some reason it had an insanely high FPS for some reason. That I have absolutely no idea why it had a ridiculously high FPS. It just for some reason was with Windows 10. Like for some reason these games are not very compatible with Windows 10. I have absolutely no idea why. There, here we go, full power mode. We're going full power now. So I can see how each different character has their own advantages and disadvantages. Like with Mauricia's fast movement speed, it's easier to go around picking up items. However, maybe a bit harder to make more precise dodges because once again, she's an absolute fatty. Come on! Yes! That was like a close move, like one of those quick draw things, like, draw! Who gets hit by the bullet first? Kind of scenarios right there. Alright, gotta focus. Yeah. Even if this is just a mid-boss, Mauricia still is an absolute fatty, so I gotta make sure that... Wait, did I manage to successfully use a bomb there, or did I die? I think I died. I'm going to assume that I just died there. And that, yes, once again, because of Mauricia being an absolute fatty, she cannot dodge the bullets very well. But yeah, that's going to be a bit of an issue, though, is that because of the limited window space that I'm playing the game on, it's going to be ridiculously hard for me to see that enemy writing on the bottom of the screen. So it may be harder to do that than it was to... I'm just going to use a bomb there. It may be harder to do that than it was to just simply look up at the boss. So I think I'm going to stick with looking up at the boss. Even if it was, already pretty painful. Because I see no way that I'm going to be able to see that all the way down there. So I think it's going to be a whole lot easier for me, personally, to just simply look up at the boss. Because I can barely see that enemy word on the bottom of the screen. There might be an easier way. Maybe it is possible to play on full screen on a Windows 10 computer. I don't know. But I ain't taking my chances ruining the game. Okay? I'm gonna play things safe around here. Make safe choices. My only question is how I'm gonna make some safe choices if I can't hit the boss and dodge attacks at the same time. That's still going to be an issue, and I know it can be resolved through what you guys mentioned before, looking at the enemy word at the bottom of the screen, but again, I cannot see that very well. It's going to be easier to just simply look up the boss and look at that. Okay, this attack. At least when I do manage to get in the proper position, I can deal some good damage to the boss. Come on. One more hit. Yes. So we already got hit once. And that when we get hit on just the second stage, that is not a good way to start things off. Meaning that either I am still lacking in skill, or that Mauricia is still an absolute fatty. That's going to be my joke, because of the fact that Mauricia has a ridiculously large hitbox, she's an absolute fatty. Yeah, lots of random people. That's the funny thing about this game, is that, all these characters, why do you think that they're associated with the main antagonist? May in some way, whatever the main antagonist is doing could be benefiting them, for all that I know, but for what I can tell, I don't know if they're, how they're being impacted by the events of whatever the bad guy's doing, that, are they... Like, are they truly on the side of the good guy, or are they just here to mess around? If you're just here to mess around, I don't have time to mess around. I got a world to save, okay? I don't have any business toying around with that kind of stuff when I got a world to save. Supernatural border, okay. Let's see how long I last here. Aha! Your bullets are no match for my quick reflexes, especially with the fast movement speed. How is it that even though Mauricio... I get that, you know, it's to keep things balanced, but how would you think that someone who has a larger hitbox is somehow able to move faster than all the other characters? I get that, you know, once again, gameplay-wise, it's to keep things balanced. But if you think about that, that's basically saying that the heavyweight people are, like, faster than, like, the more fit people, if you know what I mean. Yes, of course, magic stuff. Oh no, I bet. Did anyone ever see, like, that name Alice and just think, like, Alice in Wonderland? Because that's pretty much what this probably makes me think of, just, you know, Alice in Wonderland, pretty much. I'm pretty sure that's probably what this character is based off of. Well, probably not. I'm sure probably these characters may actually be based off actual yokai that I may be too lazy to do research on, for all that I know. But yeah, like, how much symbolism do you think is actually in this game than you'd probably think? I'm betting that there's a ridiculously high amount of symbolism in this game that I'm probably just not bothering to look for. And that this probably everyone's mad at me that I'm basing this character off like a Disney movie. No. Well, keep in mind too that I've been playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts, so why wouldn't one think about Disney characters in a highly serious and symbolic story? Because that's basically Kingdom Hearts for you. Basically, supremely serious story that somehow is able to fit in some Disney characters. And it actually works is what impresses me. Well, either works or it just makes the plot even more confusing than it already is. Because, oh boy, Kingdom Hearts, a very confusing plot. Okay, this is a simple attack once you know what you're doing. You just gotta treat the attacks very carefully and precisely. How many hits does it take? Either I'm not directly hitting the boss, or I'm doing something wrong here. Okay, no, I'm hitting the boss. I'm definitely hitting the boss. Let's see here. My only question is, like, how will we do against the 5th stage boss? Because these first few fights are manageable, but then you get to the 5th stage, and that's where it just gets to so many of my lives being drained. And I'm not sure what it is about the 5th stage boss that... Oh, Cherry Point Max. That we always seem to have such a rough time with the 5th stage boss. And I'm just going to collect the bonus points because I know this... I've gotten the hang of this attack. That I don't think I need to waste a, And there I go using up a bomb, right as I say I didn't need to use that. Nice. I pretty much countered my whole argument. Yeah, just... Whenever there's a problem outside, probably the best thing to do is just simply stay indoors, let's face it. And have some issue with the wilderness, just stay indoors. Just... No one needs to care. No one needs to care about how harsh the real world is. We got the luxury of indoors, folks. And I got carried away there. I thought the waves were over. We're not even at the 5th stage. I know the 5th stage is where, like, things really start to get insane. And I know that for a fact, because that always happens. I always lose the most amount of lives on the 5th stage. I don't know, I didn't let go of the focus button there, but for some reason I'm thinking it's a good idea to make some very deadly choices. And I don't know why. Well, at least I got full power mode activated. and supernatural border, and an extra life. Another border. Carefully dodge. Another careful dodge. Just the key is to dodge carefully. Is the key here. And I keep taking dangerous risks with the items. I don't know why I think it's a good idea to take dangerous risks with the items. I just think it's a good idea, and then massively regret it in the future, as it will not be worth the points. Okay, we're managing. We're managing. We could be doing better. We could be doing a whole lot worse, and that was just coming right for me. What was I supposed to do there? Alright, I believe it's mid-boss time. Yes, mid-boss time. Let's go. I gotta say, this is a rather cool stage, stage 4 here, because the fact that, you know, it's all, like, dark looking from the harsh breeze, and then it goes to sort of this, like, you know, sort of looks like we're taken to the skies. I gotta say, this is, even if a bit harsh at times, can be a really cool looking stage, I gotta say. Like, it looks good. Haha. You can't take me down that easily. It's gonna take more than that to impress me. Okay, just take it slow and steady. Do not get too carried away. That's the key to victory here, is don't get carried away by your power. I just need to focus on carefully dodging the bullets and getting as many points as possible. Alright, here's where it starts to... I gotta really focus. So this is where the bullets really start to go insane on you. You really gotta put on the focus gear. I'm not letting my guard down. I am not letting my guard down. Not for a second. I know there's still one more wave. I know there's still one more wave. I've done this stage so many times that I know the waves at this point. And then there's the final enemy before the boss that I either do good against or manage to lose at least one life to. Will I lose another life to it? Or, well, I used up a bomb to it. That is also pretty bad. I still am not fully sure if we're going to do good this time, folks, because, like said before, Maurice is probably the worst one to control. Alright. Yes, the mystery of the barrier where it doesn't even look like there's a puzzle. The question is, what is within it? Could there be a Korok seed? Or is there a shrine within there that can give me immense power to make things a whole lot easier for me so I'm not dying so much? Please, just let me get to the shrine. I need more heart capsules and stamina vessels. But I do like... There's a lot of good about this game, and I wouldn't really consider too much to be bad about it. Because the things that are truly a problem here... I somehow dodged that! I was thinking there was no way I'm getting away with dodging that. I got away with dodging that. I am massively impressed by myself. The fact that I'm actually have these pro gamer skill. Well, maybe not a pro gamer skill. Yeah, see, I just died. Like, the moment you start to get impressed by yourself, like, you can't be impressed by yourself. The moment you start getting impressed by yourself is the moment that, yeah, it's gonna end up being your downfall. Also, you guys have confirmed that, yes, by getting close enough to the music notes when they explode, you can make it to where no bullets come out of them and you take 0 damage from them, according to you guys. Yeah, no, not again. Another supernatural border is what I'm going to get my hands on. And this is surprisingly another simple to dodge attack. I swear I got hit by that. That felt like just a stroke of pure luck, if you ask me. Did you see that? Once again, I'm getting impressed by myself. Like, when it comes to impressive moments like that, I just feel like an absolute wizard. See, look at that. With a massive hitbox that and there goes the wizard skills. Because, like, do you ever have those moments in games where, like, you're just impressed by your own skills to the point where you just feel like an absolute wizard? So that's how I feel in those points. Like, I just feel like an absolute wizard. Like, I'm just unstoppable, only for me to get stopped at the most hilarious moment where I think I'm unstoppable, and then they prove me wrong. Happens every time. I think I'm a wizard, the game proves me wrong. I get my hopes up, the game proves me wrong. I do good, the game proves me wrong. The game always manages to prove me wrong. See, look at that. There's no way we're getting through it on this run. We only have 5 lives remaining and 2 bombs. And we still got to get through the 5th stage, which is always the stage that seems to give me a massive amount of deaths. It would be impressive if I actually pulled this off, but there's no hope that... I see no hope out of Mauricia. And I know for a fact that the moment I start doing good, I'm just gonna start getting my hopes up, and then the game is gonna take away my hope from me. Cause that's what it always does. Alright, I probably shouldn't have made such a risky move. You know when you get that clicky finger point, where you know that it looks obvious that you were about to dodge it, and then realize that you shouldn't have wasted a perfectly good bomb? Yeah, as you can see, it's easy for me to get those points as well. You're not alone in this world of hurt, where the most inconvenient of things always seems to happen, and it feels like just the worst coincidences are always happening to you. Where it feels like you're good, but then the entire world just has to go and prove you wrong. In the most meanest way possible. Here we go. Yes, we know. Classic monologuing. Oh boy. Good luck dodging that, Mauricia. There's no way your fat hitbox is fitting through all this. There is no way... Yeah, see? There is no way her fat hitbox is fitting through that. And we aren't even at the actual boss yet. Yeah, Mauricia, just throw in the towel by now. But why are you still here at this point, Mauricia? You really think you can win? See, look at that. You can't even figure out how to properly dodge that attack. Reimu Hakure has found plenty of ways around this attack, and here you have gone and just failed. Look at yourself, Mauricia. Do you look like a true super player like Reimu Hakure, or are you just bad? I'm going to assume that you're just bad, because there's no way you're ever going to be as good as Reimu Hakure. Okay, Reimu Hakure got at least one good ending with one of her shot types. Here, you're doing bad. You're just like setting yourself up for massive failure is literally all you're doing, Mauricia. See? Look at that. Massive failure. You can't even react as good as Reimu when it comes to using bombs. Okay, for some reason I almost got hit there. Though I am impressed that you're specifically dodging this attack, which is supposed to be like the hardest to slip. Okay, nope, never mind. Once I got impressed again. See what happens when you get impressed? The game takes that impressiveness and uses it to just absolutely obliterate you. It makes sure that you are never impressed by your own skills or by the capabilities of any of these characters, because it's gonna take away that make you feel good. You know, it's like Mario Kart. You think you're doing excellent, but then just the luck of the items every time. Always messes you up. Always sets you up for massive failure. Like, is anyone ever tired of mass failure? So I'm sure some people out there are massively tired of always constantly failing. And they just at one point just want at least one moment of spotlight, just like one moment to feel on top of the world. But, you know, the world just does not grant it to them. They just gotta continue to throw it all at them, and just the slightest bit of good feeling gets taken away from them. It just strips them of all of their free will. All of it. Okay, stick around the middle. This attack is simple to dodge. You just gotta stick around the middle. It's not gonna be the quickest way to beat her, but it's the easiest way to dodge her attacks. Definitely. So I don't have to put up with anything else afterwards. That's the one useful thing about... Okay, good, we got her. And here she goes about to do something even more ridiculous. Look at that, we're down to 1 life already. Yeah, we're not getting it this run, folks. It is gonna require a whole lot more skill to possibly make it farther than Reimu as Mauricia. Because Mauricia, obviously, she lacks a lot of skill. Obviously. How many more hits till your final attack? Seriously, there we go. I believe the final attack is simple at least. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. I say that now, and I regret it. I got impressed again. You cannot show a single ounce of impression, otherwise you're giving in to their mind games. You give in to the mind games, you're never going to win the mind games, because you keep giving in. And from giving in, it's never going to lead to victory. You're just basically at that point surrendering the moment you get impressed. Because as you can see, my impressiveness has led me to having absolutely nothing to fight back against for the final boss. So unless I do pitch perfect, which I know even that, like, once again, there's obviously no hope at this point, because the moment, like, I have to do this all perfect, and when I start doing it perfectly, that's when I'm gonna start being impressed again. And as mentioned before, the moment I start being impressed is the moment that, you know, it gets taken away from me. My greatness gets lost the moment I get impressed by things. That's how it always is, and always will be. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with the world absolutely ruining your life because you keep getting impressed by things. Because the more you get impressed by things, the more the world's gonna try to leave you less impressed. So, moral of the story: don't impress yourself or look impressive to others, because impressing others is just gonna make you evil. Because the moment you start impressing others, you're gonna be just like this game. You're gonna be using that impressiveness to your advantage. You're gonna be just in case you guys can't tell, I'm just like at the point to where I'm starting to unleash my inner demons, because going up against something as ridiculously hard as this really is something unimpressive. Yeah, basically insane difficulty when you keep having to go up against the same thing over and over again. I could definitely see how it's easy for you to lose your sanity to the You can easily lose your sanity to getting impressed by things, and then immediately going back to being unimpressed. See? I am yet again wait, 4 continues. Normally there's only 3 continues. I am confused, but I am not taking it because we're here for the good ending, not the bad ending. Once again, another failed attempt. But there you go on some wonderful insights on the logic of being impressed. Moral, never be impressed by anything. You never be impressed by anything. Everything's going to appear to you as impressive. And the more you try to not be impressed, the more it's going to look impressive. So, bit of reverse psychology. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Until next time, this is the Gamer of Gamers, and I am out of here.